and a sense of normalcy.
And more heavy rain could develop, especially across the southern suburbs today. That is where a flood watch remains in effect through tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Plus, the Bears could reveal more about their stadium search today as Indiana makes a serious push to bring that team to Hammond. It's Thursday, August 13th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Thank you for joining us on ABC7Chicago.com, Disney Plus, or wherever you stream ABC7. I'm Val Warner.
I'm Diane Pathu in for Terrell this morning. We got to talk about our foggy and wet forecast. It's another AccuWeather alert day. Let's get right over to Tracy for the latest on this forecast. Another mixed bag of not greatness, Tracy.
No, not at all. But right now, I'm going to talk about what's impacting us at this very second, and that is very dense fog. If you have any travel plans to get out and about, many of our west suburbs, some of our southern suburbs this morning, over into northern Indiana, there's a reason the dense fog advisory is in effect. We're also getting reports of terrible visibility right along that Wisconsin shoreline too, Kenosha up toward Milwaukee. We have this dense fog advisory in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. 67 counts, 66 right now in Peatone. It is 70 in Waukegan and 67 degrees in Geneva. So this morning it's the fog. This afternoon and this evening, notice how the percentage of possibilities of precipitation do increase. So we are looking at waves of rain and some waves of thunderstorms coming our way here this afternoon and this evening. And your full forecast, it is ahead, Diane.
All right, Trace, thanks so much. We're going to start off of the expressways with a local crash in Deer Park on Lake Cook and US 12. We are seeing significant delays in both directions, really, on Lake Cook because of that crash. We also have delays on 12, too. I think it's a Gapers delay there as well. Incoming traffic, we're starting to see that build a little bit heavier now. Outbound on the Kennedy getting pretty busy as well. Travel time of about 35 minutes heading outbound. Let's go to the Dan Ryan right now. Live picture. Right around 31st, both directions, or rather both lanes, express and locals, getting busy around 35th, but still under a half hour to come inbound. 5 tornadoes now confirmed from this week's severe storms. The National Weather Service says some crossed from Illinois to Indiana.
And we're also learning of a second storm-related death in northwest Indiana. The Lake County coroner says 58-year-old Paula Poblonsky was killed in Gary after roofing material struck her in a parking lot.
86-year-old Leona Rice was also killed in a house explosion in Portage. Investigators are looking at whether a storm-related gas leak caused that blast. Power outages are slowing the recovery as well. More than 260,000 homes and businesses are still in the dark. NIPSCO calls it the utility's largest outage in recent history.
ABC7's Evelyn Holmes is live in Hammond with how people there are coping and where help is available. Evelyn.
Yeah, we're now closer to the corner of Kentucky and 172nd. I was just looking around at some of the damage that's here. It's obvious that they've cleaned up some things, but there are obviously trees down. They've been cut up and some kind of moved out of the street so that folks can kind of move around. At the same time, there is no power in this particular neighborhood. Hammond, as you mentioned, one of the towns here in northwest Indiana that has been hit hard by these storms. Still over 260,000 NIPSCO customers still without power as crews kind of race to get that power back up and running. Meantime, people are trying to recover, trying to clean up. They're helping one another by providing food, meals, and much, much more.
Not only did it crush through my wall is leaning into the house, also big branches came and stabbed in other parts of the roof like javelins.
Now, this Munster, Indiana homeowner emotional and scared as she and neighbors like her once again cleaning up from severe storms. Many homeowners across northwest Indiana kind of racing to clean up and having to start all over. This as utility crews work to restore power. Over 260,000 NIPSCO customers remain in the dark. But despite the destruction, neighbors are helping neighbors. In Portage, the American Legion Post 260 provided meals for those impacted by the storms, while Portage Township leaders set up free shelter for people to rest and to charge up their phones and medical devices.
We decided last night that we're going to put all the food that we were going to lose in our coolers to good use for the community. So we decided why not just throw a barbecue for everybody and just cook up everything we had and have everybody come out and get some food. Some people came here today and they haven't eaten since Monday evening.
Yeah, folks are really having a hard time. Reason why, as I mentioned, community coming together to help community. Now, local grocer going to be passing out hot dogs and chips and water just to help feed people, take some of the pressure off as they continue to clean up and kind of recover from these storms. Also at Portage High School, they're going to be doing the same thing, passing out some sandwiches to folks this morning just to try to fill the gap, make sure that people have food that they're able to eat, and then they have some sustenance, and then they can go on and try to continue to clean up from the latest set of storms, as obviously they remain concerned about more storms coming our way. Back to you guys.
Evelyn, thank you. Illinois communities are also cleaning up from this week's storms. This is Flossmoor. Crews are clearing down trees and businesses are dealing with power outages. Some have even been forced to close. Owners say they'll really need the community support when they reopen.
Keep us open, keep us in business. Remember that, we're here for you, and just remember to be here for us.
Crete is also dealing with serious storm damage, and the Red Cross is stepping in to help storm victims. A shelter is now open at Southland High School in Richton Park. People can get food and water, charge their devices, or just stay overnight if they need to.
As we mentioned, power outages remain severe across Northwest Indiana. NIPSCO says this is the largest outage event in its recent history. You can continue to track the outages as crews work to restore power. If you scan this QR code, it'll give you the latest from the power outage tracker that we have online. You can also find it at ABC7Chicago.com.
Well, this broke overnight. One person is dead and 2 others are hurt after a shooting on Chicago's South Side. Police say 3 people were inside of a white car near 71st and Champlain around 3 a.m. An SUV pulled alongside them. Someone inside opened fire. A 54-year-old man was shot in the head. He later died. A 48-year-old woman and a 45-year-old man were also shot. Police say they are expected to be okay. Officers are still searching for that SUV. Well, the first lawsuit has now been filed against the South Chicago Chapel. Dozens of decomposing bodies were found at the funeral home in the Deering neighborhood. A Texas woman is suing funeral director Johanna Morgan and her husband, Clark Morgan. The lawsuit says the home failed to properly identify remains and keep an accurate inventory.
It's going to be a long road for this couple. They're now sued civilly. That's going to be a fight. That's expensive. They're already facing administrative action, or they will soon, and potentially criminal exposure. That's obviously the most serious of all.
We are also learning the Morgans have ties to Bohemian National Cemetery and Crematorium. Officials say improperly stored bodies there were found last month.
The CTA is taking a different track on safety. The Transit Board has approved a new Safe Ride Specialist pilot program. These teams, they will not be law enforcement. Instead, they're going to focus on crisis and violence intervention. The specialists are expected to hit the system in September.
2 potential November ballot questions are up for a vote at CPS this morning. One would ask whether Illinois should create a millionaire's tax to boost K-12 school funding. The other would ask voters about penalties on owners of undeveloped land in Chicago with the money going to CPS. Both questions would be non-binding, and the Chicago Board of Education is expected to vote during today's special meeting.
Chicago City Council members are pushing Bally's to get back to work on its new casino project. 28 Alder people signed a letter criticizing delays to the hotel, restaurants, and other promised parts of that development. Bally's says the pause is tied to the council's move to allow video gaming terminals across the city. The company says that could hurt their profits. Bally's says it is open to meeting with council members. The casino itself still expected to open early next year.
The Bears stadium search is still wide open, but leaders in Indiana are sounding pretty confident about the site in Hammond. We're expecting an update today from the team. Crews could be seen doing oil and soil testing at the Wolf Lake Terminal area on Hammond yesterday. This is one of the locations under consideration by the Bears for a new stadium. Complex additional soil testing has been done earlier this summer, and Governor Braun says that his team is in weekly contact with the Bears.
When we get this across the finish line, we're in the due diligence stage. It's going to be one of the biggest things that's ever occurred to our state, not to mention the region. So we're doing everything you need to do to make sure we get it done.
Meanwhile, Illinois House Speaker Chris Welch said recently that conversations continue with the Bears, but there will be no special session. Team sources try to downplay the significance of the update, saying Bears leadership will be holding their usual preseason availability today. We shall see. Your live and local news is just getting started as we stream out loud this morning. Coming up, the Iceman is officially off the screen and on the wall. Ahead, the new Chicago mural celebrating Caleb Williams' Madden cover.
And 250 straight days at sea. Families say the strain is starting to show. Ahead, growing concerns aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln.
But first, Tracy has your ABC7 AccuWeather forecast coming up next.
Good morning to you, AccuWeather Alert Day again. Right now, dry, muggy, and foggy out there. This afternoon, we are looking at some showers and thunderstorms returning to the area. There is going to be the potential today with any of these waves of showers and storms for there to be some flooding. And so the Weather Service has placed this flood watch in effect well west, mainly south of Chicago, northern Indiana. It could be extended both in coverage area as well as in expiration time based on what happens. So here we go again, another Boeing line, an MCS we call it for short, mesoscale convective system that is just breezing across central Iowa right now. It has resulted in severe thunderstorm watches as well as some tornado warnings for some pretty powerful wind gusts. Now, parts of our area under the risk for severe weather here today. So with any storm system today, we're going to have to monitor the potential for some gusty winds again. We keep it dry through the morning, I think, unlike the past two mornings. But this afternoon, we'll be monitoring, as well as this evening, these waves of rain that are expected to come our direction. As for how much rain, it's looking like some of us could end up with an inch, maybe two, maybe even a little bit more. It depends on where these storms do form here today. So waves of rain are coming our way. 71 right now at O'Hare. Probably keep those highs in the 70s today. Diane.
All right, let's start with what's going on out there on the roads. Really not terrible, but we do have building travel times, around 35 minutes for the most part coming inbound. There is a report of a crash on the outbound side of the Dan Ryan near 71st. We're not seeing any delays there, but we typically wouldn't on the outbound side right around this time in the morning. But we'll watch for this, see if they need to close any lanes, see if that crash is even there. We'll keep you updated on that. Let's go to our Toei 1 camera. This is along 355 in the area of 167th. I just wanted to show you, yes, the sun is up, but we still have those pretty foggy conditions out there on our cameras, Val.
Yeah, we do. Thank you, Diane. So a record 250 days at sea is raising new concerns aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln. Families are now sounding the alarm about mental health and conditions as the carrier's Iran deployment stretches on. ABC's Karen Waugh has the latest.
This morning, a cry for help from the USS Abraham Lincoln. There are 5,000 service members on board the warship, which was supposed to come home in May. But now they're 9 months into a deployment supporting the war with Iran. they've spent a record 250 straight days at sea. Multiple sailors have tried to jump overboard, according to the Navy Times and Stars and Stripes. One wife says her husband reached a breaking point after his deployment kept getting extended. At town halls last week with Navy leaders, families described moldy showers, broken toilets, food shortages, and no soap or toothpaste. In response, the Navy told ABC News it has not identified an increase in reported suicidal ideation or suicide attempts, adding counselors and chaplains are on board. The Navy admits the war has disrupted supply lines, but says the ship now has clean water and healthy meals. Talking to reporters 2 days ago, President Trump commented on how much longer the war will wage on.
We totally control the Strait of Hormuz. We have control over it. Nobody else, only us. Our Navy is unbelievable, and things are going great for our country.
However, Iran contested Trump's claims, writing on social media, quote, "The Strait of Hormuz remains blocked and will not be reopened until Iran's conditions are accepted." So while the war continues, Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego demands the Navy allow a bipartisan congressional delegation to visit the USS Lincoln to conduct an oversight investigation into this horrible situation. Navy leaders have told families another carrier, the USS Theodore Roosevelt, could be sent to relieve the Lincoln, but it's unclear when that might be. Karen Hua, ABC News, Washington.
Karen, thank you. And a reminder, if you or someone you know needs help, you can contact 988, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. You can call or text that number anytime.
Coming up, a big hiring opportunity continues today. More than 175 jobs up for grabs at a local job fair.
From Madden cover star to mural star. Ahead, the new Chicago tribute to Caleb Williams.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
A job fair for Northwestern's new Ryan Field continues today. More than 175 positions are available. Part-time opportunities including audiovisual technician, event staff, concessions, and parking supervisors. The job fair runs from 10 this morning until 2 this afternoon at Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston.
A new food pantry will welcome students back to Waubonsie Community College in Sugar Grove. The free student-run initiative that expands access to food and vital essentials as food insecurity continues to grow in that community. Besides food, the pantry will also provide personal care products and other essentials at no cost. Students return to class at Waubonsie next Monday.
Chicago's 24th Ward is marking the end of summer with a day of free family fun. Alderwoman Monique Scott is hosting her annual end of summer celebration today at Douglas Park. The event features live music, food, rides, and games, along with resources for people living in North Lawndale. The celebration runs from 11 this morning until 5 this afternoon at Douglas Park near Ogden and Sacramento.
Today, 26th Ward Alderperson Jesse Fuentes hosting the 4th annual Back to School Bash. Families can pick up free backpacks, school supplies, and get free haircuts, as well as dental and pediatric exams. There will be food, games, a bounce house, and bikes being raffled off. The free event runs from 2 until 5 this afternoon at Marine Leadership Academy on North Hamlin Avenue.
Daylight disappeared in seconds across parts of Europe yesterday. That's because we're talking about a total solar eclipse that swept the region the first time there since 1999. Totality crossed Greenland, Iceland, Spain, and Portugal. ABC's Maggie Ruley was in Iceland as day turned to darkness.
The moon passing perfectly between the sun and the earth, casting its shadow across a narrow path on the planet. NASA capturing these images. The path of totality going from northern Russia, then passing over a mostly uninhabited area of Greenland, before crossing over the western edge of Iceland. Iceland's iconic Blue Lagoon, named one of Nat Geo's wonders of the world, directly in the path of the eclipse. The pitch black of night in the middle of the day, to see it go like that in seconds, sort of makes you question everything in a way. It feels like you're part of something bigger than yourself, especially as experiencing this with so many people.
It's definitely a historic moment because this is the first time since 1433 that the moon's umbral shadow touches upon this area.
That was the first time I was ever seen an eclipse with full totality like that, and it was I don't know, epic. That's the only word I could think of. It was amazing.
You feel like getting colder, the wind's slowing.
Yeah, quieter.
Tens of thousands of people have traveled here to Iceland.
For someone that's never experienced totality before, how would you describe that moment?
Priceless. The path of totality, then making its way to Spain and Portugal just before sunset. The next time the Earth will see a total solar eclipse will be in just under a year, August 2nd, 2027. It will be visible primarily across North Africa. Maggie Ruley, ABC News, Blue Lagoon, Iceland.
That is beautiful.
Can we put that on the bucket list?
Oh my gosh.
Blue Lagoon, Iceland.
Yes. Still to come, more of today's top stories, plus your weather and traffic also coming up.
Now, an update from ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It's 7:23. I'm Val Warner. This morning, more than 250,000 people in Indiana are still without power following the week's devastating storms. In Munster, video shows a massive tree branch that went straight through the roof and into a bedroom of a homeowner. In Portage, the community came together for a barbecue to support residents who hadn't had a meal in days. Crews continue to work to restore power. It is another AccuWeather alert day. Let's get right on over to the forecast with ABC7 meteorologist Tracy Butler.
The most pressing issue at this very moment is fog, and it's particularly bad, especially west-southwest of the city, even parts of northwest Indiana, and also along that Wisconsin shoreline, too. So dense fog advisory in effect across much of the area until 9 o'clock this morning. 63 degrees out there in DeKalb, where it's pretty foggy. 68 degrees now in Maryville, and 71 right now in Waukegan, 74 here in the city. This afternoon, rain chances are going to increase. We are looking at waves of rain this afternoon as well as this evening, and we could get some pretty hefty downpours here today as well. Then tomorrow, I think we'll have some dry hours, but more rain and an unsettled weekend is ahead. Diane ahead after this.
It's starting the day with hope, knowing you're in the right place, having access to advanced treatments and the most experienced cancer experts. When you're facing cancer, it's not just one thing that makes the difference. It's everything. The big, the small, the unexpected, that helps you keep moving forward. Advocate Healthcare. Cancer care that makes the difference.
Welcome back, everybody. Starting with a crash off of the expressways out in Hampshire, Sandwall Road and Big Timber Road, where we're seeing some pretty significant delays in both directions on Big Timber. So definitely keep that in mind. And we're also seeing some major delays on our expressways now. Things really got busy in the last 20 minutes or so. Outbound in the Kennedy already over 45 minutes heading out to the airport. And don't forget, it's foggy out. That might actually affect your flights this morning. Southbound I-55 near US 30 getting word of a crash. They're seeing about a half of a mile delay already.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 7:27 in the morning, and there we go. We're dealing with fog. We have the potential for rain coming up in just a little bit. It's a lot still going on this AccuWeather alert day, even though many folks and communities could really use a break. Tracy's tracking it all coming up. So a familiar bookstore is turning the page in the Loop. Barnes & Noble opens Wednesday at State and Randolph. The space once housed the flagship Borders. It will be the chain's fourth new Chicago area store this year.
The Iceman getting a permanent spot here in Chicago. The Bears unveiled a new Caleb Williams mural last night near Halstead and Randolph. It celebrates the quarterback landing the cover of Madden NFL 27. EA Sports announced Williams as a cover athlete earlier this summer. We love every minute of this.
Yes, we do. And school spirit is ready for takeoff. Friday flyovers are coming back, and ABC7 will visit 5 Chicago area high schools. Want us to visit yours? Scan the QR code on your screen or head to the ABC7 News app or website to nominate your school. Now, here's the deal. Submissions close tomorrow at August 14th, so do not hesitate. We're not taking any late submissions. When we say it's closed, it's closed. Over.
You tell them, Val. Coming up this morning, streaming at 7. Yes, you did. From race cars to roaring jets ahead, the Thunderbirds take over Chicago before this weekend's Air and Water Show.
There's a new #1 in fast food ahead, the Sub Shop that just knocked Chick-fil-A off the top spot. I'm not buying it.
I cannot wait to see this. From viral Olympic moment to a Netflix close-up ahead, Reagan opens up about backlash that followed Paris.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
All righty, good morning, everybody. Look at that. Is that like a little, what is that?
Little fog, yeah.
No, not the fog.
Oh, what are you looking at?
The white and blue thing?
The lighthouse?
Is that the lighthouse?
Yeah, I think so, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. I'll take that.
At the end there?
Yeah, at the end of that little pier.
Yeah.
Looks.
All right, stay on this shot for a second because I have to adjust my earpiece.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thursday, August 13th. I was gonna say the lighthouse, but it just looks little. Well, that's it, huh?
Okay, now I'm ready. You guys can come back to the show.
That's not the typical Chicago lighthouse that you
that's a different one.
That's a different one.
Yeah, okay. So there's that.
There.
All right.
Can I just, I gotta show you guys something.
Oh, want to
It's a
do
big
weather
day.
then show us?
Oh, well, okay, yeah, let's do weather. We'll do weather, traffic, then I'm going to tell you the big news.
Yeah.
Oh,
because it's going to top our
huge
talkers.
news.
Oh my gosh, burying the lead
Yeah,
here.
well, no, I was
Okay.
giving you a tease.
AccuWeather alert. We have foggy conditions in a good part of the area this morning. It's particularly bad, kind of that I-88 corridor and then into some of our southern suburbs in northwest Indiana. It's dry for now, but we are expecting more rain this afternoon, waves of rain into the evening too.
All right, let's talk about what's going on out there on the road. So Tracy talked about the fog, and we're definitely seeing that on our cameras, especially to the west. But we're going to start in Hampshire, Sandwald and Big Timber. We do have a crash there, significant delays on Big Timber. Quick look at the big picture, close to an hour on the outbound side of the Kennedy, maybe a little shy of that. The Stevenson inbound really getting jammed, so is the Ike coming in, as is the Ryan outbound on the Kennedy near Lawrence. This is what's causing that delay. We do have a crash there, making it a mess, so tack on at least an extra 10 or 15 minutes to your outbound travel time this morning. All right, now I've got something to share with you ladies, and you have watched her grow up, both of you, at least you have for the last couple of years. Look at my niece. This is my niece, Lily, who's going to be 15 years old. Today is her first day of high school.
Today?
Today. So congrats to you, Lily. I'm so proud of you. And you know, high school can be challenging this day and age, right? So I'm just really proud of her for just doing so well in school. And yeah, we are just overwhelmed with joy and love for this child whose diapers I changed, mind you.
She is like your baby.
Oh, she is my baby. And so is her brother, Isaac.
Yes.
And
Look at you being a fair TT.
yes, because I love them both dearly, but high school is a big deal. So I just want to say
it
I'm
is.
very proud of you, Lily, and good luck today. It's going to be an excellent, excellent day.
Gorgeous young lady.
And she looks cute as a button
Yes.
for her first day of high school.
Gorgeous.
Because we know that her auntie Ziggy
Yes,
here
Ziggy.
definitely knows how to bring the noise with the fashion and the beauty
But
tip. And
she's good too because she follows you.
No.
She calls you the icon.
No.
You think I'm playing? She calls
we
you an
checked the
icon.
girl's temperature?
She calls you an icon. Well, what's Val wearing? Well, what's Val doing? And I'm like, well,
Yeah, she's right about that.
I highly approve of the Ala outfit for the first day of school. I see you. I see you.
love you, Lily. Talk to you later. All right.
Okay, that's important. You know what? It's about family.
Yeah.
You know, we have amazing jobs, and we get to use our jobs to kind of talk about our family.
Yep.
But family first.
Yeah,
so I'm glad you get that.
absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about this. We are talking about the Thunderbirds are in Chicago for the weekend's Air and Water Show. And yesterday, the pilots traded the cockpit for Formula One simulators and went head-to-head at F1 Arcade.
Oh, yes.
I need to go there.
So that was gonna be in Festival Friday tomorrow because this thing is so wicked cool.
That's so cool. Are you
It's-
going?
So I'm not going because I'm anchoring obviously tomorrow.
Oh, right, that's
but I think it's in River North, right, Tony?
Okay, so
I
it's not
feel
too
like
far.
it's not far. Yeah, it's in River North, yeah. And it's really supposed to be very immersive, obviously, very interactive, really fun.
So yesterday was my husband's birthday.
Yes.
And of course he wants to go to an arcade for his
You should take
birthday.
him here.
That's a great idea.
Great idea.
That is really fun.
There you go. We just made your birthday plans. for
Oh
the
my
weekend.
gosh, that's awesome.
Dodge the raindrops and take them on out there.
That's
Look at these pilots.
So later, here's the fun part. Later, they met up with fans over at Navy Pier and talked about what it takes to pull off some of those high-flying moves. And who's that lovely gentleman?
That's
in the corner. That's our Herb Hunter. And tomorrow morning at 5, there's more. Tracy will have live coverage from the lakefront for practice date.
I sure hope it doesn't rain.
No, you got to pack your poncho.
Yeah.
Pack your patience in your poncho.
Yeah, no kidding. It's going to be wet sand over there for sure.
So remember, all of that beginning tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., fingers crossed that it will stay
in
dry.
Chicago.
Okay, you ready for this story now?
Yes.
There is a new top dog in fast food, and this time it's a sub shop. For the very first time in more than a decade, Chick-fil-A has been knocked out of the #1 spot in a major customer satisfaction ranking. According to the 2026 American Customer Satisfaction Index, yes! Jersey Mike's is now the highest rated fast food chain in America, scoring at 84. You guys, I'm there twice a week at least. Chick-fil-A came in just behind with 83. Yes, Tracy, I'm there twice a week. This is not exactly a fall from grace for Chick-fil-A. It's scored the same as last year. Jersey Mike's simply moved ahead by 1 point. The sub chain scored well for freshness, food variety, value, along with efficiency and digital pickup.
I was just
Chick-fil-A.
about to say, they have French fries at Jersey Mike's? This is wrong.
No,
business.
that's
Oh,
McDonald's. Yeah, Jersey Mike's leads among sandwich chains. So for now, the chicken sandwich has been subbed out of the debate. Agree or disagree? Jersey Mike's over Chick-fil-A.
I don't know, we keep showing this McDonald's.
I don't know why we're showing McDonald's. Yeah.
There we go.
And this is not. No, this is upon me. This is not even like. I don't even know why we're showing this video.
Wait, do they have drive-throughs at Jersey Mike's?
Not that I do. They?
They must, because it said earlier we teased it as a drive-through.
Right, that's why I was wondering.
Maybe they do. We don't. I don't know. I've
So
never
maybe
seen
there's
one.
some
I have
that are
never seen
drive-throughs
one.
somewhere. There's this is a different submarine shop, but it does have a drive-through out in the South Holland area, but not Jersey Mike's.
I'll drive out there for a
Yeah.
sub. I'll drive anywhere for a good sub. I'm not even kidding. I'll
never go
fly
get a
somewhere.
sub?
Girl, I will fly somewhere for a sub.
I need to start exploring that more.
I have a sub in the fridge right now for breakfast.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to try a Jersey Mike's sub.
I'm telling you, I went to a
What
European
is on
sub
it?
shop.
Nothing you're going to like.
Oh, so not just cheese.
And
No, not just cheese.
you're going to not just have a turkey sandwich, are you?
I mean, what's wrong with the turkey
I
sandwich?
mean, but there's nothing else on
Oh,
it?
of course there is.
That's what I'm
just saying
saying.
for her, she could just get
Yeah,
it.
but what did you get? Turkey
I got
and what on your
lettuce, onion. No, lettuce, tomato, avocado. And I think that's it.
That sounds good.
It's really
No pickles?
on the side. Always jardiniere on the side.
Okay, all right. Well, we're going to take a quick break.
I'm
ABC7,
so
we are getting hungry, you can tell.
starving.
We're talking food at 7:37 in the morning, but we've been up since 2. So
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
ABC7 Eyewitness
Sure
News continues streaming out loud after the break.
Good morning to you. AccuWeather alert is in effect for us today for a number of reasons. But the one thing that's more of a pressing issue than anything at this very moment is the dense fog. So we have dense fog advisories in effect west, south of the city into northern Indiana. There you see them right there in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. But another pressing issue, this complex of thunderstorms moving through central Iowa at this time. And there are severe thunderstorm watch boxes that are in effect in eastern Iowa. We don't have any alerts of that sort in for Chicago right now. However, what I will be watching is for that thunderstorm complex, and our latest model has it really diminishing. I think enough of it will hold together where we still get some rain in here this afternoon, but also some waves of rain into the area this evening and probably for a few hours after midnight as well. Currently 73 at O'Hare, 74 at Midway, 72 degrees now at Northerly Island. Today, highs will probably generally be upper 70s, right around 80 degrees. AccuWeather alert for the return of rain and some storms in the forecast today. Diane.
All right, Trace, let's talk about what's going on out there on the roads this morning. And it's really getting busy out there. But we're going to start over off of the expressways in Homewood, 183rd and Dixie Highway. We've got a crash there, about a quarter of a mile of a delay, just approaching that crash scene. So a heads up there. In regards to the expressways, pretty busy on the outbound side of the Kennedy because of a crash. Both directions of the I getting a little busy. The Stevenson, about 35 minutes coming in. Northbound in the Bishop Ford, we do have a crash near 130th, also causing some delays there. Grab the suds because it is Thursday, which means soap chat time in Port Charles is bubbling over.
Yes, so we start. We've been waiting for this to happen. So on General Hospital, of course, yesterday, Willow attacks Michael, all guns blazing. Oof. She was ridiculous. We know she's been ridiculous, and Gio overhears the whole thing.
He does, and feels very awkward. It was a moment where he's like, I don't want to be in the middle. Why are you keeping me in the middle of this? Here's what I appreciated, Michael's calmness. Oh, I loved that. He really put her in her place. And I mean that in that he was saying to her, like, look, settle down. Like, we can work this out. And I was very, very proud of him for that.
I was as well. But then she leaves and goes and sees Nina. And it's like, I'm going to have the kids all the time. And now, he's going to listen to me.
Here's the thing. She has a point, right? She believes she was drugged, which she was. So she has a valid point. She's upset, right? This happened. She thinks he's the one who did it. I get it. But going in guns a-blazing, that's not the right way to do it.
And especially when you know what you did.
What you've done.
And now Michael knows because Kai and Trina finally came forward and told Michael everything they know.
And now he said there is a possibility or there's a way that all of them get everything they want. I cannot wait to hear what he comes
What do you think that is?
I don't know, but they are going to hold this over her and be able to control her. Finally, she's going to get what's coming to her. I just know it.
Because in the previews from yesterday, we see today, Michael does tell her he knows she shot him. And he has proof. I can't wait to see that.
And of course, these two are the reason why Michael knows that something's going on because they told him.
Finally, we want her to get her comeuppance. Hey, what do you think's going to happen? Because the verdict is in the Curtis trial. What do you think's going to happen?
I actually think he might be guilty. I hate to say that, but I think it is going to come to that. I just don't know if he's necessarily going to go to prison. What about you?
I think he's going to be acquitted.
Oh, you do?
I don't know why.
All right.
I feel like he's going to be acquitted. I know we're still in the kitchen here with Michael, Kai, and Trina, but moving to Curtis, there's Curtis and Jordan. I don't know why. I feel like, because then I think it's going to give him this power that he's so seeking. And I'm glad that Isaiah's hand is getting better.
And I'm glad he's handling this in the way that he is.
Yes.
He has every right to get upset and has every right to say the things that he has said. This whole thing, it's just unnecessarily upsetting. Like, they're upsetting the whole family when there's a new baby here. Like, just no need for all of this, I think.
No, and Curtis saying, basically, it's okay if Jordan sees Desmond, but not Isaiah.
I just think he's being so ridiculously unfair. All right, well, we got to talk about this real quick. Sonny tells his brother that he's getting out.
He's getting out?
I can't believe. Do you believe it?
But he still wants Sidwell's holdings.
He does, as does Drew.
So
why do they want all that? Just to have more power?
I guess.
So. Huh?
Yeah.
What did you think of this?
Well, I think they're going to be a couple.
Yeah, I do too.
Rocco and Scout.
Oh, okay, fine.
Scout needs someone to confide in because her father's being so ridiculous. I want Drew to get his comeuppance as well. How about you?
I do too, absolutely. But I'm very proud of her for standing her ground, telling her father what she wants. We'll see what happens after that.
2:00 this afternoon.
Every single day. And don't forget Soap Chat every Thursday. More news coming straight up next. Just kidding. Val, over to you.
Yeah, I got you. Coming up, what do you get when vintage electronics meet a love of cats? Well, one clever idea is giving old school TVs and radios a perfect new purpose. And the breakdance are opening up about the Olympics, the backlash, and the pressure that followed. Netflix's new Untold episode premieres September 1st. Old school screens are getting a whole new purpose.
One man is transforming vintage TVs and radios into custom pet condos, giving forgotten electronics a stylish second life. ABC's Danny New shows us the makeover.
Dude, what are you doing? I'm making cat beds.
When there's an old TV or radio that folks are preparing to throw out, Andrew Parsons here is ready to instead transform them into what he calls nostalgic nooks.
You have analog radios and really old TV sets.
Yeah, they're mostly from the 1930s into the 1960s.
Over the past year and a half, this New Yorker has become a full-time upcycler, driving all over the Northeast to pick up these vintage pieces of Americana that maybe once broadcasted fireside chats from FDR or an episode of I Love Lucy.
You can see how the cat would be able to enter here, because this is glass.
This former journalist says this idea first came to him while he was perusing Facebook Marketplace. He saw a listing for a free TV and decided he wanted to do something with it, but not like some of the overly stylized examples he had seen online.
Instead, you should lean into the beauty of this mid-century modern piece of furniture. So a friend of mine texted me and she told me she picked up some trash for me.
Now it's gotten to the point where Andrew says he has about 50 to 60 old TV and radio sets just waiting for him, since each one takes about a week to construct.
This one is a double-decker.
And some, like this 1940s television set from Dumont, have enough room for a two-story condo.
See the framed pictures of your cats there.
Really cute.
And while Andrew says the reactions from his clients and their adorable pals has been a highlight for this new career path, he says his favorite part has actually been learning the family history that comes from each TV or radio he picks up.
Every, piece has its own story.
And to prevent waste and also preserve the use of these vintage items, Andrew has actually started selling some of these old TV and radio parts on eBay. In case you need a cathode ray tube. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Why not? Why not, right?
Cat tube.
I love it.
Okay, yeah.
I absolutely love
the recycling.
it. Yeah, absolutely
that
love
part.
it. Yes, all of it.
It is creative.
It is really cute. On the way, Ray Gunn is back in the spotlight and ready to tell her side of the story.
Eyewitness News streaming at 7 continues after a break.
Oops. Taking a look at the morning's top stories, more than 250,000 people in Indiana are still without power after this week's storms. In Munster, a massive tree branch that went straight through the roof and into the bedroom of a homeowner. In Portage, the community came together for a barbecue to support residents who hadn't had a meal in days. Crews are still working on restoring power.
Heartbreaking. The Chicago Bears expected to give an update today on their stadium plans. Crews were testing soil yesterday at a site being considered in Hammond. Indiana lawmakers have made the Bears a priority, while Illinois lawmakers were not able to pass a Bears stadium bill earlier this year. Indiana Governor Mike Braun says the team has been in weekly contact with the state.
Someone in Illinois is waking up $1 billion richer. The winning $1 billion Powerball ticket was sold in Quincy, Illinois. This is a new video here of that gas station that sold that winning ticket. It is a Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh gas station. The jackpot is the largest U.S. lottery grand prize of the year.
Oh, congrats to them or that one person or a group of whatever. Oh, from our state. Tracy.
My gosh, we deserve a reward for having to put up with all this weather nonsense, honestly. AccuWeather alert again today. It's foggy out there right now, but this afternoon and this evening we are going to have some waves of rain coming our way. Could have some concerns with flooding, flash flooding, as those storms do return.
Thank you, Tracy.
Even through the weekend on Sunday, too.
It's just like
very
feels
unsettled
like a
over the
wash.
weekend,
Come on,
too.
we just can't get a break.
No. So especially if you're going to the Bears game or any air and water show activities, make sure you download our app just so you can be alerted if we do have any active weather in the area over the weekend.
There's the QR code right there on your screen for a link to download. Raygun is breaking back into the spotlight. Netflix has released the trailer for a new season of Untold, featuring Australian breakdancer Rachel Raygun Gunn. She went viral after scoring 0 points in 3 battles at the 2024 Paris Olympics. In the episode, she opens up about criticism, anxiety, and all of that negative attention that followed. Untold Raygun Breaking Badly premieres September 1st.
Well, that might be worth the watch.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Kind of curious.
I can't believe there's a whole documentary about it.
I can.
Oh yeah, it was like top of.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a huge deal, and like they tore her apart.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that kind of criticism does to somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I could totally see this. I'm going to watch it. I'll let you guys know.
All right.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so for the latest, you're like, because I'm not.
Nope.
For the latest breaking news, weather, and traffic, ABC7 is now live on Disney Plus, always on, always under the live tab on Disney Plus, and everywhere you stream.
Before we end this hour, steak lovers, this one's for you. Today, National Filet Mignon Day, celebrating that tender cut known for its buttery texture, mild flavor. Whether you grill it, sear it, or order it out, today is a good excuse to dig on into a filet mignon.
Okay, here's the
Can't stand 'em.
question. A1 sauce or no?
No.
Girl. Did you say no?
You better put it on the side. Don't get it near my meat. No sauce.
No.
Anywhere near my meat.
No.
Do you ask for A1 sauce at a steakhouse?
No.
Nope. If I have to have sauce with my steak, I need to question your steak abilities.
100%. Give it to me.
That wraps up the streaming hour. If you're just joining us, stay with us because we never, ever, 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 ever go home. We're going to be right back here at 8 o'clock this morning with more headlines.
Feels that way lately.
Her jaw is still on the ground, you guys. Val, pick up your jaw. Oh, keep it right here. We've got more coming up. Stay close.
2 against 1.
Okay, steak sauce on those lips. That's right, Tony.
2 bottles from Costco.